Hey everybody, I am going to be doing a live rack mounting for my switch that I totally just forgot what kind of switch I have. So I'm going to open the cage up and remind myself. Oh yeah, so this is going to be for a Dell Power Connect switch. I had to buy a new set because when I bought the switch from Goodwill, yes I know, Goodwill, it only came with one, and so I needed to have a new set shipped to me, and I got these for 17 bucks, which is a little expensive for ears, but oh well. Half away, so I don't need it now. So inside of this should come with everything I need. So that's all that was in there. So basically, this side, so going like this on the sides of the switch, and then that goes into the sides of the switch to mount it to the switch, and this goes onto the actual bars where the switch will mount to. So I'm going to go ahead and also take off my side panel so you can get a little bit better of an idea of what I'm doing. So let me do that real quick, and then we'll keep going. Oh, and I have to change Wonderland over to the other NIC because I gotta shut this one down. So that will work with that. Alright, so take my key, undo this nightmare. Oh, gotta move the camera for a second. Hopefully we can see past this. There we go. Now if my camera will just readjust. Possibly. Maybe. Slight graininess it's gonna have to be. It doesn't light the back lighting from my window, so it's kind of difficult. So I've already shut this off, and I do have the Odyssey's rack mounts. They're sitting over there. I'll show you those. That's the rack mounts for the Odyssey, but I gotta do this one first in order to do that one, because I gotta rack mount this and get it up off of this little rigging thing that I have going on. So let's get started. First off, power it off. Ah, so quiet. Disconnect the Ethernets that are attached. I might do the rack mount for the Odyssey while I'm in here, but I'll do that on a separate video so that way it's not both rack mounts in one. And this is the sad part. This is what, when I put the switch in here, this is what I used in order to rack mount it. So I've got actual rack mount on this one, but I was using a Discover card holder, business card holder, to hold this side up. So that's not going to be here anymore. So that'll be a good thing. A lot safer too. So, taking this, we will unmount this. And this is it's used, but it still works. I haven't managed to get into the actual management ports of it, but like I said, it still works. So what we'll do next is back up the camera, aim this down towards the floor, and I'm going to do the swap of the ears down here. That way everybody can see. So we'll take these off. I'm not going to even bother to reuse any of that. I'm just going to go straight for the new stuff. So this is side one. And we're going to get the screws out of this. So I'll be using these and these. I'm doing it across to across, that way I can have it stabilized for the other two screws. Then I will tighten it down. Nice and tight, since these are the only things that hold it up other than the front screws. And then the same for the other side. So once again, back there and up here. It stays put. That's my phone going off. And one right there. So once again, making sure they're nice and tight. There, nice and tight. Now, let's see what kind of mounts they sent me, because I might actually use these over what I have. I think these actually have suppressions on them. They do. So I'm going to use these over what I have, but not these. Actually, I'll use two on each side. Two? Yeah, I'll need two new ones, and then I'm going to use all four of these, so I won't need two of these. So let's go ahead and get this back up. Aim this back up. Get it closer. And give me 1 second. All right. So now just get rid of this. Put this down for just a second. And then, so each one of these has a number on it, which is awesome for people like me that can't count. Sorry, finger in the way. So I gotta go in between 23 on both sides. And since I forgot the 2 on this one, I need to put 2 over here, right here, and that will be where my rack mount for the switch is gonna go. So the way this works is the rack mounts have these little squared off nuts inside of these bracket things, and they actually clip into the server rack and hold it in. So we're going to take one, put it on the top, and take another one, put it on the bottom. I don't know if you can see this or not. I'll do one and then I'll grab the camera and show the other one. Okay, there's one. Let me grab the camera. I'll show you how the other one goes in. Do a flashlight so you can see. Sorry for the jittery camera, I'm trying to swap hands here. This goes right on here, like so. And then you squeeze it down a little bit. First one went on easier. Squeeze it down, pop that in, and there you go. Now it's latched in there, just like this side is. And these are the same, I believe. I'll just double check. Yep, same. So now I'll put this back in my holster. Turn the flash off so my battery doesn't die. And put this up. Now the fun part. So when you drop one, you grab another. Don't try to pick it up. There's one. Now on this one, I'm going to do the bottom one of the other side first. The weight of the switch. There it goes. Now I'll pick that one back up. And you can tell just by those two how far down the switch is. Ooh, that was a hefty zoom. You can see how far down it is. So when I go to put this one in, it should lift it up just a little bit, at least. So yep, definitely picked up quite a bit. And the same with this top one. Which, for some reason, doesn't seem to want. Okay, there it goes. Didn't want to go in at first, but Now, that is rack mounted, as you can see. Voila. So that's that one. You can plug all these back in. I won't plug that back in yet because that's still relying off that. This is uplink. Which actually I'm going to bring that up and around instead. And then there's these. Actually, all of this is going to get revised a little bit, so I'm not going to mess with it too much because I got to pull this out next and do that one. So that is rack mounting the network switch. So any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave them in the comment section. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you thought this was retarded or just useless information or whatever, and then get subscribed for more of my videos. Talk to you all in the next episode coming up in a moment.